Today on Socially M, Instagram, and why you don't have to click here to switch on notifications. Hi, I'm Matt Jackson and welcome to another episode of Socially M. It's Monday, it's a bank holiday Monday after Easter, hence the casual get-up. But I'm getting a lot of messages and a lot of talk on Facebook from people talking about Instagram. If you've been on Instagram at all today, in the last 24 hours it's gone a little bit crazy with posts from people pleading to turn on notifications so you can still see my posts. If you're not sure what that's about, or if you're going to follow in their advice and then finding you can't switch them on, here's what you need to know. In the last few days, someone somewhere decided that they were going to start putting up these posts telling people that you need to click that side, wrong side, that you need to click here to turn on notifications on their photos if you want to see them in future. It's kind of gone viral. There's a lot of stuff out there, but actually it's a bit vain. It's people wanting to get more likes and the increased likes they're used to on Instagram. Now, why are they doing this? Well, a couple of weeks ago, Instagram announced a change to the app, and it's quite an important change. The actual announcement said that at some point in time in the coming months, they're going to switch things around with the newsfeed. Right now, when you open Instagram, you'll always see the newest posts at the top of the feed. And as you scroll down, the pictures gradually get older and older, be it a minute, 3 minutes, an hour, 3 days, whatever. But they are all listed in the order that they were posted. Now, Instagram is owned by Facebook, and they're going to change that. They're going to change it to be more in line with Facebook, and they're going to use algorithms, just like they do with Facebook, to determine what you see first, and when you see it. Instagram are selling it as a kind of see the moments you care about first. It's meant to make it more personal for you. It's meant to make it more accessible in terms of what you want to see, when you want to see it, showing you important posts or posts that you personally like, rather than just a chronological order. And before people panic, there's a few things you need to know about that, okay? If you started seeing the turn on notifications posts from absolutely everyone, be it, I don't know, models, your friends, I even saw my personal idol, Gary Vaynerchuk, he posted one this morning too. It's driving me crazy because at the moment, it hasn't even been rolled out yet. People are saying it's going to be rolled out tomorrow. So here in the UK, that would be Tuesday. And they're saying, to avoid missing my post tomorrow, do the click here and switch on notifications. If you actually go here, somewhere around there, you can't even turn on notifications today. So it's a complete waste of time. More importantly for me, when it comes down to content, just the same as Facebook, do you actually need to turn the notifications on? No. The answer is no. You don't need to turn the notifications on. You're not going to miss anything. The world is not going to end if you don't turn on notifications on people's Instagrams. There's such a backlash at the moment, and to be honest, it's completely unfounded because people just don't know how it's going to work. More importantly, as I understand it, more announcements from Instagram themselves, spokespeople have said that they haven't even started testing this new algorithm with any users yet, so it's highly unlikely that it's going to roll out anytime soon, and highly unlikely it's going to happen tomorrow, okay? So relax, it's not going to happen tomorrow, and if I'm wrong, I will post another video and I will apologize for being wrong. But what happens if you don't turn them on, okay? You can't do it at the moment, but when it does roll out, what happens when you don't turn it on? The answer is actually very little, to be perfectly honest with you. The way you can avoid missing any posts from people you follow, people you want to keep up with, is ultimately interact with them a bit more. Don't just don't just double tap, don't just like their post, write a comment in there, ask a question, get engaged. It's a social network, right? It's not just about sharing pictures and getting likes. There's a lot more to it than that. Just the same as Facebook, if you're putting content out as a business and you want people to see your stuff and you're worried that they'll miss something, well, get them involved. Ask them questions. Do something. Post stuff that's more interesting, and we're all guilty of it, more interesting than your lunch. More interesting than the guy sat opposite you on the train. You know, all the banal stuff that we do, and yeah, I do it too. I post my lunch. I like lunch. But post stuff that's more interesting, more engaging, is going to get more of a reaction, that's possibly going to get shared, that can go across other platforms. Think about Facebook. You know, if it's going to roll out more like Facebook in future, what do you do for your business on Facebook now? You make it more accessible, you make it more engaging, you get people involved, and that's essentially what we're going to have to do for Instagram. From my point of view, start thinking about how you're going to do that now, rather than panicking and putting up the post telling people to click here. Don't do it. We're panicking, no need. Start thinking about your content, wait for the actual announcement from Instagram, and you know, tomorrow, 2 days, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, you'll be ready for it. And being prepared is the best thing you can be, okay? If you want any more information, if you're not sure, if you've heard something different, if you want to talk to me about it, leave comments below. Quite happy to answer all your questions. But in the meantime, being prepared is probably the best way you're going to weather the changes to Instagram. I hope that's been useful to you guys. Please let me know if it hasn't, or if you want to see anything else. And until then, I'm Matt Jackson, yours, Socially M.